Hello guys, my name is Prerna Rawat. My topic for today is anti-tubercular drugs. Subtopics to be covered are multi-drug resistant TB, Mycobacterium avium complex MAC infection, prophylaxis of MAC infection, and MCQs. Multi-drug resistant MDR TB. MDR TB has a more rapid course and with worse outcomes. Worse outcomes because it is resistant to all of the drugs. Its treatment require complex multiple second line drug regimen which are longer in duration, more expensive, and more toxic. As per WHO, India has the highest number of MDR TB cases. Now, principles of the treatment of MDR TB. First of all, 6 drugs minimum should be included in MDR TB. And out of these 6 drugs, 4 drugs should be certainly very much effective, and any other 2 drugs can be given by side. One of the most important thing to be considered is there should be no cross resistance between the drugs. For example, if you give 2 fluoroquinolones, kanamycins, or any 2 type of drugs which are considered under the same group, so if any one drug also has resistance, the other drug will get resistance by its own. So common drugs should not be given to avoid cross resistance, and drugs should be given according to the hierarchical order. So as we can see, intensive phase and continuation phase, it is divided into 2 phases. Intensive phase occurs for mostly 6 to 9 months. Continuation phase is done for 18 months. Intensive phase consists of 6 drugs: kanamycin, levofloxacin, ethionamide, cycloserine, pyrazinamide, ethambutol. Continuation phase consists of 4 drugs: levofloxacin, ethionamide, cycloserine, and ethambutol. Pyridoxine is a drug which is common in both the phases, intensive phase also and continuation phase also. Also, cycloserine and ethambutol and levofloxacin and ethionamide, both all these 4 drugs which are common in intensive phase and continuation phase. Now, MDR subtypes. There are 4 MDR subtypes, and the fifth one is extensive drug resistance, which is a massive MDR subtype. Let's start with the first one, rifampicin resistant TB. Rifampicin is a drug given to treat tuberculosis. When this drug gets its resistance from TB, we call it as rifampicin resistant TB. According to WHO, rifampicin resistant TB is treated as a subtype in MDR because this bacilli is resistant to rifampicin, but it is also very much sensitive to isoniazid. So isoniazid is a first line drug given in MDR. But as we have seen in the principal regimen, isoniazid was not been present. So whenever there is rifampicin resistant TB, isoniazid is considered in that regimen. So instead of 6 drugs, now you will get 7 drugs in rifampicin resistant TB regimen and 5 drugs in the continuation phase. Now the second one is monodrug resistant TB. When in the regimen you get any one drug resistance, you call it as monodrug resistant. Any first line drug resistance occurred, you call it as monodrug resistance, and in that the regimen you considered is first line drug to which bacilli is sensitive, one injectable second line drug, and fluoroquinolone to make a total of 5 drugs. And this is given till intensive phase of 3 to 6 months. Third one, isoniazid resistance TB. Now, isoniazid action to treat TB is done by 2 genes, INHA and CATG mutation. And if isoniazid works on both of these drugs, so suppose if there is INHA mutation occurs in the body, so isoniazid won't work. So you have to extend a little more amount of isoniazid in that. So high dose of isoniazid is given when there is only INHA mutation. Now if CATG mutation and INHA mutation both occurs, so isoniazid won't work even if it is given in high dose. So that time isoniazid is resistant completely. So isoniazid should not be given in any of its regimen. Polydrug resistant TB, when the bacilli is resistant to more than one first line drug other than rifampicin resistant. The regimen is rifampicin, one injectable second line drug, one fluoroquinolone, any first line drug to which the bacilli is sensitive, any of the oral second line drugs. And it is same given till 3 to 6 months. Now the massive one is extensive drug resistant TB. Extensive drug resistant TB is very difficult because this extensive drug resistant TB is maximally resistant to many of the drugs. For treatment of such patients, a panel is introduced which has a very important group discussion for the treatment of the patient. Now, in this treatment, 7 drugs in the intensive phase is taken and 6 drugs in the continuation phase. But the curity of the rate of XDR-TP is very minimum, and its expensive is also increased, and the tolerability of the drug to the patient is also very much high. Now, Mycobacterium avium complex, our second subtopic, is now started. Now, MAC infection. MAC infection is an opportunistic pathogen which causes multifocal disease in immunocompromised patients. Immunocompromised patients means those patients in which immunity is being less, and on which disease immunity decreases, for example, HIV. So in HIV patients, there are very much high chances of MAC infection to occur along with HIV. Now, this disease develops MAC infection when our cell-mediated immunity is depressed. Now, for treatment of such type of infections, we give macrolide antibiotics. No profound treatment is given, but it has been seen that macrolide is being treating MAC infections. Now, therapy of MAC infection. Eradication of MAC is not achieved by any drug or regimen. So, our main motto for the therapy is to decrease the disease or the cause of the disease, decrease the impact of the disease, so and improve the immunity status. The favored regimen in this is again 3 drugs in the intensive phase and 2 drugs in the maintenance phase. Intensive phase contains clarithromycin or azithromycin, ethambutol, rifampicin, and maintenance phase clarithromycin or azithromycin, ethambutol or rifampicin, or 1-fluoroquinolone. Now, duration of therapy. The duration of intensive phase is dependent on response till the CD4 count rises to more than 100 cells per microliter. Why CD4 count? Because this infection is based on immunity. So CD4 cells are T helper cells. T helper cells are cell mediated immunity. So when cell mediated immunity increases, MAC infection will automatically decrease. So for intensive phase, our main motto for the therapeutic drug monitoring is to see the CD4 cells. CD4 cells should increase, and it takes almost 2 to 6 months. Now, maintenance therapy is continued till minimum 12 months or till the patient becomes asymptomatic or is completely relieved by the disease. ART, autosome ART, should be received simultaneously by patients for HIV infection. Now, prophylaxis of MAC infection. In a immunocompromised patient, how you can prevent MAC infection, because you know MAC infection will occur if it is immunocompromised. So, in that cases, how prophylaxis can be taken. This is aimed at protecting the AIDS patient from developing active MAC diseases during the period CD4 count remains below 75 cell per microliter. A single drug is used, azithromycin, per week. Azithromycin with high dose 1200 milligram per week is used, or clarithromycin 500 milligram twice a day. Rifampicin 300 milligram per day used if either of the drugs cannot be given. If either azithromycin or clarithromycin is not given, then we can use rifampicin. CD4 count rises above 100 cell per microliter and stays there for at least 3 months. When it stays for 3 months, that time only you can stop giving the drug. Until and unless you have to continue the treatment, because CD4 count after a minimum rise can decrease again. Now, multiple choice questions. First question. Intensive phase consists of how many months approximately, which we have seen till now. So it is mostly, the correct answer is 6 to 9 months. Common drugs used in both phases of to treat MDR TB. Pyridoxine is the most common drug which is used. Levofloxacin and ethionamide is also used, but pyridoxine is most profoundly used to be common. Which antibiotics are used to treat MAC infection? Not such any antibiotics are to be given, but as specified, macrolides are now started being used to treat MAC infection. Which type of patient has the maximum chance of MAC infection? Immunocompromised patient, because we have seen HIV has the maximum cases of MAC infection to occur. How many drugs are there in maintenance phase of MAC infection? Specifically MAC infection. So there are two drugs used: clarithromycin or azithromycin or rifampicin. Thank you.